Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Cowboys and the Broncos, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And off we go from Denver. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
The Denver Broncos know exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. For so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Prescott now on second down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Inside give to Elliott. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Elliott diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now they'll run the end around here with Jeudy. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A 2nd catch for him on the drive. And this one good for 22 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception during the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Wilson will throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Garibay on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense now set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And all the way down to the 5.
72 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Williams. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. 21-0 our score after 1.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The ball will come out to the 25 here as Dowdle will not return this one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Rush connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle, and he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rush. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, it's Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Cowboys and Broncos, some of you may or may not remember, they played in the Super Bowl back in the 70s, Super Bowl 12, in fact, won by the Cowboys and Roger Staubach, 27-10. Last year, though, it was the Broncos who put together one of the stunners of the year. Week 9, they led 30-0 at one point in the fourth quarter and wound up hanging on 30-16 in Dallas.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down to the 22-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Rush to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Garabay's kick is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Rippett. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing here, Rush out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Rush. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rush. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's taken on the 25. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rush. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rush. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
They're going to go play action here with Rippon. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Rippon to pass. Under pressure, they got him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Rush. Dancing. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Open man is Noah Brown.
And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw it is Rippon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rippon.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Looking to throw on first down is Rippon. And going right back to Hamler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again is Rippon. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got a full
touchdown. K.J. Hamler from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The ball will come out to the 25. Here is Dowdle. Will not return this one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rush. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Rush. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. Hamler now on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Rippon on 1st and 10. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 10, it's Rippon. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
A 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. And then get buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on second down. Rippon. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Rippon on 1st and 10. That's caught by Trey Quinn.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rippon. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him
and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Rush. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run with Boone here. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ripping. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Throwing here, Rush. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. First down, and it's Pollard again. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, rush. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Rush to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Rush. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael O.J. Mudia with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Garibay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Rippon. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rippon to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run left with Pollard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd and 9, rush, and he slings one that's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, rush. He's got Smith here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Going to run again here with Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Rush. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the left hash, this from 46. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a fake field goal run-in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense, not so much by the defense.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Underneath, pulled in by Tomlinson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ripping. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Garibay on to attempt the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw it is Rippon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll go with Boone. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rippon. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rush.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Garabay's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rippon trying to pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try and run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
On the carry, it's Boone. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rush.
And that'll be caught by Fehoko.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Pollard again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.